In the 5G era, how can optical networks be evolved to reduce costs and improve efficiency? How can we better meet the differences and uncertainties across different industries without changing the quality of connections? GlobalData Principal Analyst Emir Halilovic will share his perspectives on how liquid OTN technology can bring change to the network. Welcome to Huawei 5G Live. I'm Professor Sally Eaves. It's a real pleasure to be here today with Emir Halilovic, who is the Principal Analyst from GlobalData. Emir, it's lovely to meet you. Thank you very much. I'd love to speak to you about transmission technologies and where you feel the biggest opportunities and challenges are at the moment.
Well, biggest opportunities and challenges are in actually taking the networks as we have them today into, let's say, a transformed state where they are much simpler to operate, much more automated, and much higher capacity without sacrificing the characteristics that we already have, like traffic isolation, like extreme reliability, and so on.
Fantastic. And in terms of liquid OTN technology, what do you think are the biggest opportunities and challenges there?
Liquid OTN is let's say, necessary part of the portfolio going forward for companies that want to extend their optical private line businesses into mass market, so to say. In the past, the lower capacity connections were served by SDH optical lines, and the SDH technology is quite old. Now, liquid OTN actually enables operators to serve much higher granularity services. So you can go from 2 megabits per second. With traditional OTN, it was the lowest granularity you could provide was 1 gigabit per second. At the same time, you get flexibility. You can change bandwidth on the fly. You get much higher efficiency, and also you can get automation characteristics with the newest SDN control mechanisms. So it's a fairly flexible tool for operators to actually extend their optical businesses into more of a mass market product.
Do you have any specific application scenarios for vertical industries?
Well, the vertical industries that will see the most benefit out of liquid OTN are the industries that already rely on SDH as their preferred means of communication and providing data services at the moment. The reason is that SDH for them gives reliability and gives them enough capacity for their needs at the moment, but because it's a legacy technology, the growth potential is relatively limited, and also it relies on equipment that is relatively old and is also not being supported anymore. But liquid OTN, because of its lower granularity and all the other parameters that it has, like differentiated QoS, like traffic isolation and so on, can give them the same type of experience as SDH, plus it can give them much higher control over latency, for example, support for different applications, and at the same time retain reliability and at the capacity that they wish to use. So if you look at where SDH is being used right now, it's financial institutions, government, utilities, and so on. They will be able to use OTN, liquid OTN in this specific case, to actually migrate to a new type of network without sacrificing any of the characteristics they liked with their SDH solutions.
And finally then, just from the perspective of third parties, where do you see the future trajectory there?
Well, third parties, especially with regards to standardization, liquid OTN is right now Huawei technology. It builds on a standard technology. It's extension of OTN, which has been in its latest iteration standardized since 2009. but it shows a direction in which standardization probably should move, so that OTN can actually, which is right now mostly a transport, a backbone technology, move further and closer to customers and give customers a way how to migrate away from the legacy networks without sacrificing any of the characteristics they like in SDH, for example.
Thank you, Emir. Very much appreciate you sharing your perspectives today. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks.